Hi viewers and subscribers, soon to be subscribers. We're back for another edition of Did They Take the Bait? This is what I extracted from the second setting of the bait in the baby blue worm bin. So I did a video showing how many I captured with the first day's bait trap. And I set it again, and then yesterday I pulled it out. I set up the light over them, which is still here, and let them go down. So again, we're going to do the big reveal. Now this is a little, I don't know, this big little like souffle cup, I guess you'd call it. I'm not sure. Now I didn't skim all the castings off the top, so there's going to be more castings on this one than the last. But let's see. Did they take the bait? Well, what do you say? Is there more babies? What do you think? I would say not only babies, but there's adults. And we're not done yet, folks. There's still more in there. I am speechless to how many cocoons were left behind by these worms. Oh, look, there's a cocoon in this castings that's yellow. So that means one of the adults I captured deposited a cocoon. It had to be last night because they've only been in here overnight. Darn phone, will you focus? So this is another very densely populated collection of babies. Oh, spread them out. They don't care what you do. They're Indian blue worms. You can do anything you want. They are every age and size, and they're pretty cool. So I did set the bait trap a third time, as is necessary, given that when I pulled these two out, I saw a whole bunch scramble down in to the bin. So what I did this time, I did something a little different. We're actually going to take a look at it right now. Oh, I don't need to wash my hands. I'm going into the same worms. Okay, so this is the tub. I'm going to turn the phone sideways, and hopefully that works. So this is the tub that they're still in. What I did this time, okay, I have this is the original bin that there was some apples and some pieces of cardboard in. No, I'm sorry. This one had cantaloupe and cardboard. This one had some apples that I pulled from another bin. The worms just weren't eating it. It was never frozen and just was taking too long to break down. And this is a white borage plant, B-O-R-A-G-E. It's a herb, but the flowers are edible. The flowers taste exactly like cucumbers, and most people grow it for the flowers. Purple is 99% of what you're going to find. The white variety, the white flowered variety, which is this, I just found this year for the first time, and I brought some in. I got to prune off the dead leaves, but I'm going to pot them up and let them continue to grow in the house. So what I did is I took this borage plant, ripped it out of its pot, dusted the roots in corn flour, and then stuck it in here. And that was about midnight last night, so it's been about 14 hours, and I think we should pull up this stuff and take a look at what may have been attracted to this in only a 14-hour time period. Okay, I grabbed the container. So what is your guess? Will the most worms be in the cantaloupe cardboard bin, which has been there for about 24 hours? This is the apple and cardboard bin. I may have them reversed, but one of these two is apple and cardboard. The other is cantaloupe cardboard. And then this is a borage plant that's been in here for 14 hours with corn flour dusted around the roots. So we're going to do this right now. You don't have to wait. Flick on one more light. I don't know if that helps, but maybe it did. Okay, so I'm going to pick this up first, pull it directly out, and look. No, plant, you're in the way. Okay, I'm not seeing other than one worm over here. Maybe another right there. I don't see as much scurrying going on as the first two bait sessions. And you can see there's some little guys here. I'll grab them out off camera. A couple of little guys, but not a whole lot. See a few here. I'll just grab this pinch out. It's hard to do it through the camera lens. I'm not used to doing that. Okay, so this is the bait container. And yeah, it looks like there's maybe a couple more adults. I did see it. I think you saw it too. Darted out of the view. Probably went down. Where'd you go, worms? Certainly not very many. Here, you know what? Let me just dump it. Oh, there it is. There's the big one. This is the one that went down. This one and this one. This container had some water in it from rain. These two darted down between the holes. You can't pick things up when you're looking through a camera. Why is that? Hold on. Troublemaker. So I'll go through this. Here's still the chunks of apple. Oh, you can see little worms in the apple. There's definitely still, the bait is still working. And you can see little ones stuck to various things. So we're not done baiting yet. Okay, so this was the apple, and you can see there's little worms stuck to the apple. Nothing exciting. Nothing like the first two baits. Oh, look at these guys already went underneath. These are the ones we just looked at. Look at, they already buried under the light. Let's do a quick flip. Flip them over. Flip like a hamburger. There. Now that's not a worm ball. That's a worm patty. Add 1 egg, breadcrumbs, and then fry until golden brown on both sides. Okay, maybe not. Although I don't know. If I were starving enough, I might do it. Okay, and we deviate off course. I just thought it was cool how quickly they went down. Okay, bait number 2. Now this had the cantaloupe in some bedding. Again, I'm going to first lift it up. What do we see? I see nothing. That's what I want to see, is nothing. Now, before I do anything else, I just want to pull back some of this material to see if there's others that haven't. Yeah, there's a couple of little ones here. Not a whole lot. It looks like we're definitely a couple more here. That's a bigger one. I'll pull him out. Okay, that's a decent size one. That one's at least 10 days old. Put that guy there. Let me just look around, because all that's left in here, besides this material, is the plant with the corn powder, or it's cornmeal. I don't remember. Cornmeal, corn flour, corn something. So oh, I saw that cocoon. Oh no, you're not staying in there. I'm not doing this again. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to turn the bin so you can see. I'm going to put this on the opposite side. And again, this has only been in 14 hours, and I did this as an experiment. Never done this before, but I know in my big baby blue bin, the worms go crazy over roots of any kind. So I'm just guessing that if there were enough left in here to be attracted to it overnight, that this is where they are. I'm going to kind of excavate around it first. You can see a little worm sticking out there, and another one over here, and another one here that I just pulled up. So I do believe there are going to be some around it already. Oh, I had some really wet, squishy pieces of my tree stump. It's so, you can see the water squeezing out. That's how deteriorated this is. It's perfect for the garden. I figured I'd try that as bait too. Doesn't look like it did anything though. Okay, instead of me digging around, I'm just going to pull this root up. Oh, here we go. That's what I was looking for. So as always, it's baby blue worms and the root ball wins. Let me just pull this out and put it over there while we look back in here real quick. So no matter what kind of bait you put, oh geez, look at this, is its own worm ball in here. You can have cantaloupe sitting in there for 2 days, but you put roots in overnight. Now, I did add corn flour or cornmeal, whatever the heck it was, but I don't know if that made all the difference. They would have gone to the roots no matter what. So for anybody else that has Indian blue worms, if you ever need to bait them or corral them for any reason, stick in a plant with live roots. There's something about it. And it won't just attract the babies, it'll attract the adults too. Alright. And I'm guessing there was still more in on their way. I'm going to clear those roots off and put that plant right back in. So that was definitely a good catch there. Alright, so let's just take a look at this. You can see oh, way too bright. Turn off the light, way too bright. You can see the corn flour on it. And you see they're coming out of it. They're in there. That's what they do. They go in. Well, certainly not all of them. They cling on there like fish in a net. That's okay. I'll just stick this in the adult bin for a few hours and let them come off. So they're in here now. They're in with this big worm patty. It really is kind of cool to feel it. So this is the second baiting of the blue bin. And all these worms would have been discarded if I just put the castings out in the garden, especially since they're Indian blues, they wouldn't overwinter here outside. Red wiggler's fine, but not these guys. Even the cocoons would not make it. This one worm here just keeps popping out at me as being maybe something different, but I don't know. I'm going to have to look at it off camera. It might be. I don't know. I'll look at it off camera. Camera makes it very difficult for me to see things. And the lighting in a 100-year-old house just sucks. So that's what we got, folks. So I'm gonna reset the traps. I'm going to mound this up now into the center so it doesn't need to be all dispersed. Look, I found another big one trying to get away. Now that is an Indian blue worm. Oh yes. I'm going to mound it up in the center and then plant. I think I'm just going to put just the plant root right in the center of this. Let's see, it's 2 o'clock today, so I'm going to come back at 2 o'clock again tomorrow. I'm not going to put any more cornmeal or corn flour on it. I'm going to leave it just the roots. And I bet, if not all, then at least most of what's left of this bin will have finally been trapped. So I don't know, can't really guesstimate the count in here. Come on, light, really? What is going on with this? Sorry, guys. I'm so frustrated by this stupid phone. I don't know the count. There's definitely at least 1,000 worms in here. Because, again, there's so many baby little measly guys that you can't even see on the camera. But, I mean, they're here. And I think there was at least 3,000 or 4,000 in the other ones. There's like 5,000 baby worms just from baiting part of a bin of castings. It's not even all the castings. I find sometimes the babies will ball up by themselves. Like they don't want the adults around. Like, hey, we're too cool for you. Get out. So you can see most of these are very, very young. Oh, how I envy their youthfulness. I only wish my skin was so radiant. All right, that's it. This is over for today. Look forward to the video tomorrow. It's going to be the root ball only bait. See you then.